La Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, we'll be hearing from shortly. D.A., take it away.
Well, the maturity and poise of a young Jason Tatum has often been talked about. Maybe that's because his parents prepared him for the NBA from an early age in St. Louis. They had pretend press conferences using a hairbrush as the microphone. As you can say, he's been groomed for this, and it's paying off. Guys?
Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Boston. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And, of course, the Bulls. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
All the talk around them now is already about what's going to take place in the offseason. Who's going to go? Who's going to stay? I'd be surprised if they don't have a much different look next year.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward, with Tatum at the 4. Tucker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter at the small forward. Tatum's shot is off. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago.
And with this team, Zach LaVine has been thrust into the role of the leader. Still young in his own right, but as a rising star and a large part of the future, responsibilities have fallen in his lap.
A 3-ball, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
The complete game of Otto Porter. Overplay him, and it's a good bet he'll find the open man.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
Hey guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
And for Levine, he is the best scorer on the team. And you know what, Smitty? He should be a lead.
You're right. That isn't something that's easy to step right into. After losses pile up, you feel more pressure and want to take over every game. Zach LaVine should be up to the task, but it will take some adjusting.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Walker against White. And the layup falls.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now here's Hayward. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Rejected by Walker. Tatum passes to Walker. Brown outside. Good on the three-point shot.
And that's just tremendous confidence from Brown. Going up with the shot right away and giving the D no time to react.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Now here's Hayward. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. 5 on the clock. Walker. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
This is the patience we talk about. Hayward waiting that extra half second, finds the open man.
White, good. Steve, we know it's a long season for the players, but talk about the coaches.
Kevin, you've seen it. Those coaches that are on a hot seat, they have those bags under their eyes, no sleep. Those coaches that have a long contract and they're winning, they're pretty good. And I think the coaches that sleep well is the coaches that have teams that they know that kind of run themselves.
Here's Levine. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Levine kicks to Porter from downtown. Another three for Chicago.
When you talk about the best 3-and-D guys in the league, Porter's a climber on that list.
Outside, Walker. There's Brown with the 3. Carter pulls it in. Chicago leading by 5. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Levine's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Outside, Tatum. Back to Tice. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
I mean, you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
It's his first trip to the line.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Tice. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. 1:53 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Dunn. Pass to Cornette. Young, right side. Dunn outside. And it's Chicago scoring again.
His bread and butter is the mid-range area. Chris Dunn carves out a solid look for himself.
Right side, Smart. Here's Tice. Here's Cantor. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Also points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Now the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. They lead by 4. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there. From 10 feet out, again, Chicago.
Great defense, great contest. You have to live with the results because Chris Dunn's a crafty scorer inside.
Here's Wanamaker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And stolen by Dunn. Here's Satoransky. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And that one misses. Celtics trail by 8. Smart dishes to Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Takes a 3, and the Bulls another 3.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
And here's, wow, huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the shot clock, ending the quarter the right way.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
That has helped them build an advantage here. playing with good focus and good energy.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So for Chicago right now, we've got Chris Dunn, Valentine out there with Young. Then there's Thomas Satoransky, and it's Cornette in at the 5 down low. Harrison's checked in for Chicago. Celtics also with a sub. Williams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Pass to Tatum. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And you love that offensive mindset from Tatum. Relentless when it comes to scoring.
Cornette passes to Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Hey, Steve, if your team is holding on to a narrow lead, which player do you want defending that last shot of the game?
I would say Kawhi Leonard, Giannis because of his length, Paul George, Draymond Green, and I really love Klay Thompson. Not that he's going to block the shot, but he always stays in position.
So Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. 8-point game. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Williams, that's good.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Now, here's Dunn. He's got 7. And Young kicks to Harrison. The pass to Cornette. Clock at 4. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Cornette's got 9.
Starting to heat up now. He nailed 1 from behind the arc in the first quarter, 2 here in the second.
Pass to Smart. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Fades and shoots. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Williams.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
Shot's good from Young.
And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Williams passes to Smart. There's Brown with the 3. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists in the game. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
You know what? That's unfair to the bench to expect them to pick up all of the slack. They need to stay away from slapping and reaching.
Up going with the new group. Then for the Celtics, Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Gordon Hayward comes in for Marcus Smart. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Now here's Levine. He has 7. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
You see Levine's filled out his frame, shakes off contact, and completes the play.
Tice with the ball. Defended by Carter. Tice passes to Walker. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line? What's up?
That's good from Walker.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Williams with the block. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Brown, and it's sent back by Carter. Here's White, and White slams it in.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Walker finds Brown. 1:36 left in the first half of basketball. Drops it in from 11 feet. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And love how assured Brown looks taking these shots. His mid-range game is on point. He's squaring up like that. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Young.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
Here's Porter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one. Celtics trail by 8. Outside, Walker, and he lays it straight in. Walker's got 7 points in the game.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Pass to Markkanen. Outside, White. Levine against Brown. It's Porter outside, and the Bulls another 3.
Off the catch, that's when I feel like Porter is most in rhythm with his shot.
Walker against White. Now Walker, 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee. On the clock. From deep three-point range.
Bringing a competitive energy to the defensive end. White stays connected to his man and plays with active hands.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a 9-point lead. How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
You got to like their offense efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in their high field goal percentage. They just need to keep playing smart in the second half and close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
Kenny, how'd you think the Celtics were playing?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Otto Porter really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. On the floor for Boston, Tucker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center position.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
And here's Walker. Over White. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Walker's got 9.
Doesn't get exactly the screen he wants, but turns out he doesn't need it.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. Porter against Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, White. Shoots over Walker, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Pass to Tice. Knocked loose. Outside, Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And you get the sense Tatum is used to getting hit when he's penetrating inside. It almost seems as if he embraces those challenges.
Now here's Levine. 9 points in the game so far.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Oh, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Chicago calls timeout. When it comes to just the love for the game, Smitty, does every NBA player have to have that, or is it possible to not love the game, embrace the game, and work through it in that way?
You know, I think 90% of the guys have a love for the game. I think there are some guys that just don't love it, but they play it. And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as it doesn't, I guess, spill over to the guys that love it. There's some plays, I played with some players, after they left the gym, they didn't think about a game, of watching the game, playing the game, but when they're on the court, they gave 110% effort. There's some guys that just love it, and there's some guys that just like it.
But I know you, and you did. You loved the game.
I still love it, Kevin. Still love it.
I know you do. I know you do. So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Robert Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Now here's Satoransky. He was all alone on that one. Cornette's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Here's Cornette. 12 points for him.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Wanamaker the pass to Kanter. Outside Tatum. Over in the corner, Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut back down to 10 points after they get the bucket from Tatum.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
That one good for 2. Satoransky's got his second basket of the night.
That's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
Smart dishes to Kanter. Outside Tatum. Over Valentine. And another basket for Boston.
Shifty, elusive offensively. Tatum's scoring potential is through the roof.
And Satoransky kicks to Valentine. Back to Satoransky. There's the pass to Harrison. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Smart's got his first bucket in this one. Satoransky the pass to Cornette. Here's Harrison. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Passes it to Wanamaker. Kanter with it. Shot clock at 6. A fader. And there are the Celtics with another basket. The Bulls leading by 8. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Satoransky gets the bucket.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
And a 2-for-1 is there for them if they want it.
Often the way you end quarters has a big impact on the outcome of the game.
That one goes. Count it. Tatum's got 11 points in the quarter.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Satoransky the pass to Young, and he makes that one. And the Bulls lead by 10.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Over to the left wing. And again, Boston with the triple.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Hutchinson in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
You have to be careful with the ball around Dunn. He'll pick it and send it back the other direction.
Walker goes in, and it's sent back by Carter. Here's Markkanen. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Right now he's being too passive and not looking for his shot enough. He needs to be more aggressive and get more shots up because he's shooting well.
Here's Dunn, and it's Chicago scoring again.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
Here's Dunn. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Oh, that's blocked. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Walker's running. Nice shot by Smart.
And of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the 3. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Chicago. Porter's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's White in for Dunn. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Carter with the bucket.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And you got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
Levine deciding where to go with it. Pass to Carter. It's blocked. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. To the inside, Porter with the steal. And here comes White, leading the fast break.
And you can argue this is White at his best, just an absolute terror in transition.
Celtics trail by 11. Outside, Walker. Pass to Tatum. Launches it. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 21 points for Jason Tatum.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And again, it's Boston converting.
And with that length, Tatum able to rise above defenders to knock down his jumper.
White finds Markkanen, and the shot is good. Markkanen's got 4 points this quarter.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
This game closing in on the final buzzer. Let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He came off the bench to give them a major boost and prevent 2 straight losses. That's just the kind of contribution you're hoping to get from your bench. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys.
Here's Levine. Kemba Walker making his last shot.
The question for Zach Levine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
White against Walker. And there's the pass to Tice. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 3rd assist on the night. Levine against Brown. And Levine, here we go. That one falls. Levine's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And we've seen this before. Zach with the ability to put up points in bunches.
It's Brown on the wing for 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Levine finds Porter, and here's White. Right side Levine, and it's blocked by Brown, and he recovers it. Here's White.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
Now here's Levine, and there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Satoransky's checked in for White. Marcus Smart's checked in for Boston. Chicago calls timeout. They're up by 5. 46 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Seconds left in the 4th. Tatum against Porter. Shot clock at 5. That's a floater go.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
Yeah, and I love how strong Tatum is finishing through the contact there. He's shown a real toughness in terms of when he gets in attack mode.
Chicago calls timeout. They're leading by 3. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 6 seconds left in the game. Levine against Smart. Now here's Levine. T right on him. 6 to shoot. And Smart over to help. Passes to Satoransky. There's the 3. The shot misses. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. What do you think, guys?
Well, you need the 3 here. A quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot. One fluid motion. A very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible. To tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the